Hey everyone, it's Skyee here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new. So today we are on part 5 of our December color along. Super excited. We've been working in Hannah Lynn's A Whimsy Girls Christmas, and we've been working on the image Snow Day. This is what we have so far. I'm just going to take my extra pieces of paper and just tuck them in the back here so I don't forget. So this is where we left off in part 3, and assuming that so that being said, let's go ahead and dive on in. I have some of the swatches picked out. We've got like random little bits of objects left, so we're going to be using a lot of colored pencils, unfortunately. I'm just going to grab my eraser here. See if I can erase the pencil dust that got smeared on her cheek. Even if it doesn't fully come off, that's fine because I can go over it, but I don't want just straight up pigment on there because then when we color over it, it'll spread. So as long as I pick any excess pigment off, that's all that matters. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, I have some of the swatches chosen. I don't have the pencils picked out. I'm just gonna kind of grab those out as we go because I have all of the pencils we've used for this part in a box here, which is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I've ever used this many pencils on a color along before. I probably have, but this seems excessive. And then some of them are in my pencil case still, so. First thing I'm going to do, we already kind of colored in white up here, so I'm just going to burnish with white the rest of the the Neo Snow. I'm probably going to speed this up because it's pretty self-explanatory. We are just coloring over the Neo Snow to make it a little bit more pastel, kind of soften it, blur it a little bit, make it look more snow-like. So I will speed this up and I will see you back. All right, I think that's all of the snow done. I did purposefully go over all of the line art for the snowballs because I want them to look super soft. Actually, realistically, I went over the line art for all of the snow. I forgot about up here though, so I'm gonna do the same up here. I'm gonna go over the line there just to kind of soften it up. I'll probably use a little bit of a white gel pen as well, just kind of underneath to soften it up a little bit more. We'll kind of play that by ear and see though, but I think that's it for the snow. I actually want to tackle her hair next, I think. All right, I've got the colors for her hair. I don't know if we're going to use all of them, or maybe we will, but they're going to be just very small amounts. The first thing I'm going to do, this is kind of like an awkward angle because her head's tilted. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my cream and I'm just going to lightly base her hair. Now my goal is to not make this super dark. I kind of want all of these colors in here though, but I don't know if it's possible, so I might have to kind of tone it back a bit. Try our best not to forget about these little bits of hair behind here. The swatches there, is that okay? Not quite. just kind of move it like up or down based on where I'm coloring. Put a little bit of the dark umber here, a little bit here, a little bit back here, and a little bit on either side here maybe. A little bit there, and then a little bit coming out from down here. I'm doing more of like an ombre thing than how I normally color hair. I think it'll work out. There's not like a whole lot of hair, so it's not gonna look bad or anything, I don't think. Hopefully. At this point, who knows? All right, burnt ochre is gonna come out from the dark umber. Fade that out just a little bit. Let's get into our yellows now. We've got goldenrod, which is next. Just following the exact same steps, we're going over the darker areas, bringing it out and then fading it out. All right, yellow ochre is next. All right, next we have jasmine. This is our second last color, so I'm gonna try and leave like little spots for the cream if we can. Either way, we'll be going over and burnishing everything with the cream, but if If we can leave even just a small area for it, that would be awesome. I am going to color intentionally over the line work of her hair just to, it'll help make it appear a little bit lighter. Just noticed that I missed outlining this little piece of snow here. Weird. I'll have to try to remember to do that. You know, it might actually be neat to have a yellow shovel. It'll kind of help balance out her hair. Would that be too crazy? I don't know. I think it'd be okay. Let's use the dark umber. So I'm just going to use the dark umber in these kind of grooves here at the top. Blend it down a bit. Put a little bit along the side too to make it look like this edge is raised. Burnt ochre is next. So I'm going to lightly layer that over top, bring it down just slightly. This is going to mix with the dark umber and give it just a kind of like darker orangey tone, but we're still going to go over with the goldenrod. Probably burnish the shadows with that just to make it, put a little bit of the burnt ochre up here, just to make it more yellow on the yellowed side, so that way it doesn't look completely out of place. Let's do the handle in yellow as well. Not this part, I want to do this part silver, but the handle part itself up here. Silver might be a weird color for it though. Even black might be nice actually. Black would work. Black and yellow shovel. Why not? I still have the burnt ochre. I'm just gonna, my blends on these were not the greatest. I can see it now, so I'm just gonna fix it. All right, goldenrod. Let's sharpen this guy. And it broke. So I'm just going to use this where we've placed the shadows, and I'll just lightly run it over the burnt ochre where it kind of faded out as well. Add a little bit on these stripes as well. And then maybe just along down the side a little bit. Oh, can't forget about the handle. Okay, I like that. I don't know how much of the jasmine we'll use. I definitely want a fair bit of the yellow ochre because that's going to give it the yellowy orange look. Let's just color the rest in with this, I think. Come down slightly on these, but I think we'll do these with the jasmine just to make them lighter. So they'll stand out a little bit. I do a little bit on these parts, but I do want the jasmine in here as well too. Okay, I like that. I feel like that balances out the hair pretty good. I probably wouldn't do the shovel the same color. I think maybe we'll just do maybe like a silver shovel. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll figure that one out. I think for now, I'm just going to focus on the areas that I've already pulled colors out for. So let's actually tackle her skin next, I think. All right, as always, we're gonna start with the Parma Violet. We don't have a whole lot of skin to do for this one. Okay, I might have to twist my book here. That works, because then I can put my swatch up there. Right now we're mostly just framing her face. I've got the shadow a little bit darker up at the top here. I've got a little bit of a shadow in the crease of her eyes. We want some shadow underneath her nose, and then which way would her nose be going here? I think for me it makes more sense to have her nose kind of coming up this way. I like to add noses to my girls. You definitely don't have to. Let's give her like a cute little pointy nose here. A little bit of a shadow underneath her lips. Just gonna make sure my shadows fade out nicely. I think that looks good. Our next color is the nectar. Gonna lightly add this in for now. So we're just going over the Parma Violet and kind of neutralizing it. I'm gonna go especially light by the cheeks just because I want to add blush to her. I might actually like make a little bit of her nose red too if we can, but it might be a little bit tricky. We'll try. We'll see what happens. Add just a slight line here to kind of represent the other side of her nose. And then peach is our next color. Again, we're just kind of lightly bringing this out from the shadows. Okay, the rest of the uncolored area is going to be for the light peach. I thought I had grabbed my other swatch for the cheeks, but I don't think I did. Let's see here. No, I think I did. It's not in here. Ah, stuck behind it. Okay. My nails are a little bit too long right now. I can't grab things properly, so if I'm like awkwardly fumbling with things, that's why. Okay, processed red. Usually I only put a little bit of this. I'm gonna put a fair bit of this. I'm using a medium pressure here. I'm gonna bring it out to about the middle of her eye here. On this side though, because her face is turned, we're gonna bring it out to like the edge of her eye here. Just kind of fade that out. Put a little bit on her nose here. Hopefully this works. Want to make her look like a little chilled. Okay, hot pink is next. Same medium pressure, and I'm just going to bring this out to the edge of her eye here. Lightly fade that out, and this one's just going to go kind of towards the middle of her eye. Bring this up a little bit on her nose. Okay, that's looking good. I don't want to add too much more for shadows actually. And I don't think I really want to add a whole bunch more of the nectar either. So I'm going to go right back in with the peach. Where we've put our shadows, just going to use small circles and a medium pressure, gradually increasing to kind of help burnish the shadows. They're not going to be completely burnished. We don't want to fully burnish them. But we do want to kind of move that pigment around, blend it, and then make sure the peach is blended in nicely with it. We'll go over everything and burnish with the light peach to try and get kind of like a glow, like a softer glow to her skin almost. I think I'm going to use the peach to kind of blend out her cheeks a little bit too here. door again. Okay. Let the cat out and I grabbed some water. My throat's a little bit sore. I don't think I'm getting sick, at least hopefully, knock on wood. But I went to the city with my mom and my grandma on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And I think I've already mentioned this on the channel anymore. So the cat, I think I've already mentioned this on the channel anyways. That's what I was trying to say. So the cat's already kind of out of the bag, but I started smoking again. I don't smoke a whole lot. I've been trying to quit for a while. Not like actually fully trying, because like I enjoy smoking. I just don't enjoy the actual smoking, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's weird, but I usually only smoke at work or like if I'm out and about with my grandma because she smokes. So it's kind of hard not to smoke around her. So I smoked way too much on Thursday. Oh, I should almost grab a new pencil, but we're going to attempt. Look at this little guy. This is another one that's going to retire soon here. And my little blender pencil. I think I bought more of those, hopefully. I'm actually going to look right now before I... Just knocking everything over. Don't mind me. Okay, I do. Good, good. I think I made a trip to Michael's almost specifically for that, but it's always good to double check. So, light peach. I'm actually going to start with the shadows. I'm going to work on blending everything nicely together, just little soft circles. Just want to try and smoothly blend it all together. Slowly work up into the cheeks. When you get to an uncolored area, lighten up your pressure. And then pretty much do the same thing again. We're just gonna layer the light peach in here and then gradually increase the pressure to help burnish it. Yeah, look how soft that looks. Looks so good. All right, there we go. There's her face done. Just gonna blend out this one spot just a little bit more. There we go. Just looked a little fuzzy there almost, if that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna grab my black. Now that we're done with the hair, I'm just gonna go back in and darken up our fox nose again because the hair kind of lost that. I'm gonna use my Posca pen on her eyes, but I don't want to do that yet until we decide on an eye color. which I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking either like green, blue, or gray. I'm a little bit worried about the blue or gray though, because it might like match with her shirt too much, where like there's so much gray in this area, it might just not look good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave her eyes for now then. Just gonna grab my Parma Violet out here and just define that line. I'm gonna neutralize it with the Nectar, but I just wanna go over that line a little bit more because I blended it out quite a bit. But I don't want it to look like it's not supposed to be there because it is. All right, while we have the black, let's go through and finish off the snow shovel. I'm gonna keep this one real simple. I'm just gonna do black on the very left and right underneath the handle, and then I'm just gonna lightly fade it out. Kind of like this. And then we're gonna come in with the white. Again on the handle, start blending it together. Really simple, but really effective. I think we'll do the same with her boots here, actually. Just gonna outline again in black, just so that white kind of made it disappear a bit there. I'm actually debating black for the bucket and the skis, but I'm just not sure. I just don't know what other colors I want to bring in. I'm okay with having brown for the sled because we have the brown trees at the very top. I definitely don't want to be bringing in any more new colors. Our bush is going to be a different color, which might be kind of strange, but I'm also kind of pulling in similar colors that we used for the toque and stuff, so I think that'll be fine. That'll balance. But I don't know. I don't really want to be bringing in any other new colors, which doesn't really leave us with a whole lot of colors to use. Let's do it. Let's use the black. I want to keep it neutral because there's already so much going on. So basically just going to do the same thing that I did on the shovel handle, except slightly different. Or sorry, not slightly different, but slightly bigger scale. So I'm going to kind of fade this into white, and then I want to keep the edge of this pretty dark. So just kind of work back and forth on those layers. Just making sure it's blending out nicely. For the handle, I'll probably use my silver gel pen. Okay, the bottom of her shoes here is just going to be fully black. Okay, how do we want to do this? Let's finish the bucket off first because I'm not too sure. I'm not so much using a circular motion here. I'm more just kind of going back and forth horizontally. So this will kind of help make it look kind of like one of those metal buckets that have like grooves in it around. I don't know. There's a word for it. It's some kind of metal, but I'm having a moment. I can't remember what the word is called. I want to say galvanized, but I don't think that's it. Rabbit trail. Let's see here. See what Facebook says. I don't know what, I'm not searching up what this is because that's too hard to explain to Google, but I want to see what it's galvanized steel. It's the process of applying a protective zinc coating to prevent rust. I guess kind of, yeah, actually, I think I'm kind of right here. Well, I forgot how zoomed in we are. So this is galvanized steel versus stainless steel. So this has like that kind of like etching look to it. And that's what I'm getting here. Let's bring the liner back. Okay, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. That was a bad idea. Oh goodness. Okay, always use your blender pencil to bring line work back. Don't do what I do. Okay, better. Still not the best. I got some black in the snow there, but it's better. I will just add snowflakes. Not too big of a deal. It's the mailman. Not for me though, unfortunately. Sorry, I've got a chip in my nail and this is gonna drive me crazy. Okay, got it up, we're good. Okay, I think what I wanna do kind of the same thing for the top of the boot, but let's use the dark umber instead actually. So I like the look that the bucket gave us, but I feel like if we did that with the boot, it might blend in too much. But if we use the dark umber, I think it's different enough that it will give us the same look without blending in. So I'm gonna start pretty dark over on this side. Kind of wrap it around. We'll have like the highlight around somewhere in here. So then you just work on your layering and fading. Let's just do a full-on brown layer here for this one. Yeah, I like that. So I don't really need to put too much detail into her boots. I'm constantly be brushing off the page because we're working with super dark colors around a lot of light snow. There, I like that. We're gonna go back in with our black. And this is already pretty much burnished, so it's gonna look a little bit rough, but I wanna create a little bit of a shadow where her pants are covering her shoe. Don't wanna make this shadow too dark, so just kind of slowly working at building up that layer because I don't want to wreck it. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, we're gonna make the skis black and white too, very carefully. So I'm gonna work on each section individually. Oh, this is the dark umber. Oh, I don't know if I can fix that. Okay, well, we're gonna try. I'm gonna go back over with the black. Hopefully the black is overpowering enough that it takes over. Then we'll do this section. I don't know what to do with these. These would be like where your boots would go in between here, I guess. Pretty sure that's what that's depicting, but. Well, maybe just do these parts silver just because I don't know what else I would color them in as. I'm assuming these are in frame, but I don't know if I've actually looked. Okay, yeah, we're good. They're in frame. I'm gonna make this part real dark, where they're kind of like crisscrossing. I don't understand. We have squares everywhere except for here. That doesn't make sense. Oh well. I might just put my own square in with the silver later, maybe. Assuming it wants to work today. So it did not want to work last night. Okay, that's good. Let's sharpen this. Really don't want to pull black out into the snow. Be a decently easy fix. So we just use like a Posca pen or the Uniball Signo pen, but at the same time, if I can just avoid it altogether, that's plan A. I love the look that you can achieve with just black and white. It's actually really pretty. It's very smudgy, but I like it. Reminds me of like oil paints, actually. Maybe that's why I like it. Actually, I don't know if I like oil paint, but maybe. Using the blender pencil. All right, anything else that's gonna be black or white? I don't think so. Just gonna like bounce around constantly. Let's just color in her lips, which is only gonna take like a minute. So I'm gonna put processed red on the very top lip. There's not much to it. And then a little bit on the bottom. And then I'm just gonna take my light peach and go over all of that. Now usually I would like to go back in and bring her lips out, but I think I'm just gonna kind of let them blend into her face because it's gonna look a little bit more natural, and also because her lips are so tiny and I don't want to mess that up. I've attempted to do that on tiny lips like this before and it didn't work well, and I also forgot right here. Okay, well, we're on a roll today. I'm not gonna bring out my swatch cards for this because they are buried. Just gonna do a little bit of the Parma Violet. Gonna go over that with the nectar. And then we are going to burnish it all with the peach. Super simple. Totally forgot she had a neck. I mean, obviously she has one. I just forgot that we could see it. Okay, what now? Realistically, while we're here, I would love to do her eyes, so we can do the Posca and let that dry. But I just don't know what color I want her eyes. Nope, we're skipping. Not completely, but for now. Skipping her eyes for now. We're gonna do the bush that I've been saying for like the last 3 parts that we were gonna do. So we're gonna start with the sepia, if I can find it here. Maybe we're not going to start with the sepia. Let's actually start with the celadon green. Nope, you're not going anywhere. This one. Figure out what's snow and what's not snow. I'm heading to the group because I'm not sure. I'm like not even sure if I like it with the snow. Okay, I like this one. So we will follow along with this one. So let's see. This will be green. This one's green. This little piece is green. This one here is green. This one. Behind this. This one. She kind of made her own here, which looks cool. So I'm going to do that too. And right there. Okay. Yeah, she tackled this bush where it's very like minimal, but it still looks really good. Who colored this actually? Sarah Weller. Beautiful coloring. Okay. Now that you've got that in there, we're going to come in with our sepia. I'm going to keep this bush relatively dark. So I'm going to put pretty deep shadows in these areas here. Kind of above this line here. Above this one here. Try and keep shadows kind of underneath the snow as well, though it's going to be a little bit trickier and they're going to have to be a fair bit smaller. That looks okay. Which one's darker? Okay, I think I'm actually going to scratch this one. They're very similar in like darkness, but like different tones. So I don't think they'll blend well. So I want the Prussian green. 109? Yeah, 109. Don't usually go by the numbers, but if I can't read the barrel, which this one's kind of like printed funny, it's hard to read. So sometimes the numbers do come in handy. So I'm just going to pull this out from the shadows and I'm going to leave slight highlights where I can. Okay, once we have the Prussian green in there, the next and last color is going to be the Celadon green, which I just had. It's jade green. Oh, it's right in front of my face. The barrel just doesn't look like the color. Oh, oops. Okay. So I'm going to use this to blend and burnish everything together. It's not a cat, is it? No, it's my slipper. I kicked something. I'm like, oh no. I just assumed it was Lilo because it usually is. She was under my feet. It's really good there. Let's grab our snow colors. I'm actually going to start off with the hot pink because I already have that one out. I think I'm going to skip the lilac for this one. We'll do the lavender. Just because they're very similar and these are kind of like smaller bits of snow. Plus I was mostly using the lilac for more of like a shadow color, whereas this is like really up front and close. So I don't think it'd be really shadowed. So I think this just makes more sense to me. Should we keep the spring green though? I'm not sure. Light aqua. You know what, let's not. We're not going to use the spring green either. Using our white after you clean it off, or make sure it's clean. We're going to go in and soften up our pastel colors. Let's do blue for her eyes. I'm gonna grab the periwinkle. Gonna do that for the shadows. We're gonna start at the top. I'm just gonna close off the eye or the pupil, so I know that I don't have to worry about coloring in there. Okay, light aqua is next. I'm gonna go over the periwinkle with this and I'm gonna bring it down, but I'm gonna use a light pressure because I don't want her eyes to be super bold. I want them to be very pale. I'm just gonna lightly color in the rest of the area, fading out my pressure till it's like a really, really light blue at the very bottom of her eyes. And then we're going to use our white. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna grab my Uniball Signo pen. It looks blurry. I hope it hasn't been like that the whole time. I don't know why it doesn't just automatically focus. Okay, so now that we've got the Neo Snow done, we can go ahead and do up the snowflakes there. See, actually, maybe let's just wait and then I can zoom out. It's blurry again. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's not. It might just be me. I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's get her eyes going. So I'm just going to use a black Posca pen. I'm going to very carefully go over the black part of her eyes. I'm gonna have to flip her this way. I don't know why. As soon as I put my hand here, Okay, now it's not gonna do it. It was blurry when I looked. I don't usually watch back my videos, and I don't really like to because they're so damn long, which I know you guys don't usually mind, but it's just a lot for me to watch back, so I don't usually. I think I do need to bring her lips out too. Don't quite know what color to do that with though. I've got a pink here. Let's see if this is dark enough, if it makes much of a difference. This is just a cheap fine liner I got from the dollar store. I think it helps. It's subtle, but it helps. I'm just going to use that and leave it like that. Okay, we just have branches, nose, sled or toboggan, and then final touches, which seem like a lot. Okay, for the nose, kind of want to pull in fox hat colors. What did we use? We used, let's use the dark umber. Oh, I've just got a mess everywhere. Where is that one? I only use swatches because it's convenient for you guys, I swear. Okay, dark umber. We're gonna pull this in along the bottom. It's usually not that bad, but there's so many, we've used so many colors just in this part alone, so the amount of swatches I have pulled out and just all over the place. I try and keep it organized, but there's just no organizing those. Also gonna just add little shadows to the lines here. So we got that. I want to pull out the burnt ochre. There it is. I'm just going to bring this up from the dark umber a little bit. And then I guess the mineral orange, which I don't think I have that swatch out, so that's easy to find. That looks cute. Let's Let's move down to the toboggan. I think I'm going to use those same colors on the toboggan. So let's go ahead and just base this whole thing with the mineral orange. I'm assuming this part will be the same color. I'm not too sure. I've never had a wood toboggan before, so I'm not really sure what they look like. It's just kind of weird that these have grain like things and then this part doesn't. Like wood grain, I mean. Okay, we're just gonna go in along the wood grain with the black. Doesn't really matter what side you go on, you could go straight on top of it, totally fine. I'm gonna grab a sip of water here. I've got a massive headache, I don't know why. Maybe put a little bit of the black down here, I don't know. Can you tell at this point I just want to be done with this picture? I don't think the snowman's helping. I think that's part of it. Usually I'm so excited to finish a page because it looks so good, but nope. I apologize to those who do like it. I don't mean to knock it so much. I'm just mad at myself. Oops. Okay, coming in with the dark umber. Same thing, I'm just going to bring the dark umber kind of out from these lines that we've drawn in here. I want to keep the raw organic like wood look. So we'll see, I'm hoping this works. So I kind of want to make a shadow here too, just to kind of separate the two areas. Oops. That looks all right. Let's go in with the burnt orange. As you can tell, you definitely don't have to be neat with this. I'm not, and that's on purpose. I'm trying to work as quick as I can so I can avoid being a perfectionist with it, because it will look better that way. Okay, we are going to use a little bit of the mineral orange. I am not going to burnish with this. I think We might actually use a blender pencil to burnish this, I'm not sure. But I do want to get the orange color in here, but I don't want it to be overwhelming. So I'm just going to lightly go over everything again with the orange. Kind of adding a couple extra layers to the spots that aren't really colored, just to get some good amount of pigment in there. I mean, if you like this look too, you can kind of leave it like that. I'm always on the fence because I like that the graininess of the paper kind of adds a texture to the wood. Totally up to you. I think I'm gonna use the blender pencil on mine though. I'm gonna go in the direction that the wood grains are going, so horizontally pretty much. This is my favorite way to do wood because it's so easy and it looks so good. Oh, that looks so good. So good, I like that. Okay, all we have left to actually color is the branches, which I think I'm gonna use the same colors, but probably minus the, well, I do actually kind of like the mineral orange in there. I don't know, let's see, we'll just kind of wing it. Let's start with the black. I'm gonna color this one the exact same way. So following the wood pattern with the black. And I didn't color in this part of her hair because I didn't realize. What color would that have been? Yellow ochre maybe? Just gonna color in with the yellow ochre and then go over with the cream. Hopefully you guys were smarter than me and noticed that when we were coloring. If not, totally fine, because I did not notice it at all. Kind of blended in there up until now. Okay, same thing on this side. Give it a little bit of a shadow where it like tucks into the glove, and maybe where it kind of like comes out from the snowman. Okay, dark umber is next. This one's going to be a little bit different because we don't have wood grains so close together. So we're just going to spread our colors out a little bit where we need to. Like right here to here is a pretty big gap. So I'm going to bring the dark umber up a little bit. Okay. Burnt ochre is next. I think I'm just gonna color everything in with the burnt ochre. I feel like the mineral orange is just gonna be too orange, and I don't want it to match the nose too much, so I'm just gonna leave that out. What I'm actually gonna do, I want a good amount of the burnt ochre in there. I'm actually gonna go back over with the dark umber, just lightly, because I don't want it to be super dark, but I think I do want the branches a little bit darker, or at least less orange than the nose and the toboggan. All right, and then let's go ahead and start burnishing. Okay. Rope for the toboggan. I'm not going to bother grabbing my swatch for this. I'm not going to dig for it. I'm using the yellow ochre. So I'm just going to kind of color this in pretty much completely. I'm not burnishing or anything, but I'm just giving a good block of color with this one. All the way through the rope. And then we're just going to use our dark umber to define the strands in the rope. So this one's going to be kind of like the bark too. I do the bark and rope very similar. I'm keeping this kind of right on the lines that Hannah has drawn. Okay, now the difference between the bark and the rope when I do it is I'm going to go opposite. With the bark, we stayed going the same direction as the grain. For this, we are going the opposite. We're kind of blending that dark umber into this color rather than keeping it this way, if that makes sense. I'm not fully burnished yet. I'm gonna go in with the cream as well, and I'm gonna burnish with the cream. Okay, don't mind the mess. There's a lot going on here. I'm just gonna zoom out so we can do final touches. I'm not going to do the snowflakes on the snowman because we're gonna be putting stickles on him. I can put like little, come on, pen. Put little bits of snow all along his arms and stuff. We've decided that he's been here for a bit, so he can have a little dusting of snow on him. That'll kind of help break up the darkness of his arms at least. Maybe have some sitting on the gloves. Let's maybe put some on like the handle of the shovel. Come on, pen. Add like a white stripe in here maybe. White around the shovel and the pail, give them that kind of like metal look. I do want to outline the snowballs as well. Kind of outlining them like inside the line work. Let's go back up here for a sec. So we want to outline our hills too. So just do that. I outline these footsteps and then the tops of any little bits that are poking out from behind other snow hills, that kind of thing. I'm the best at explaining things, aren't I? Sorry. Let's add little white bits to this to lighten it back up again. And that looks good. What else? Oh, we've got little snowflakes here, here. Maybe one here, I think. Okay, so if you're leaving your snowman like this, you can color in the dots on him. If you're putting stickles on him, you are going to do the stickles first, let them dry, and then do the dots on him. I am going to be acrylic painting mine. I will still put stickles on it too, but I'm not going to put the dots on. I mean, I could, but it's kind of pointless, but I'll do it for the picture anyways. But yeah, if you're doing stickles, then do stickles and then your dots. If you're doing acrylic paint or waiting to see what he would look like with acrylic paint, I should have that out long before. So by the time you see this, you'll already hopefully know what you're doing. So if you're waiting for acrylic paint, then just don't bother unless you want to. Can't forget to put sparkles in her eyes. Oh man, brand new gel pen. Why does this not work? Like, this is on Posca, this should work. I can understand the wax, but wow. getting a little annoyed here. These things aren't cheap either, so the fact that they just stopped working is annoying. I think I got it. Okay, there's that. Anything else? Aside from, oh, we need these. So that's gonna be gel pen. If you don't have gel pens, what I'm going to do is match the zigzags is going to be close to this color, the straight lines is going to be close to this color. So whatever we used for those, I don't know if I wrote them down. I think it'd be light umber and ginger root for these. Maybe dark umber, light umber, ginger root, whatever you can fit on there. And then slate gray, periwinkle, blue slate, cloud blue, whatever you can fit on these ones. And then this bit's going to be silver. So I'm going to attempt to do the silver part first. Looks like it wants to work today. Going to try to create a small one there, but doesn't really want to work. Slightly, not really. It's kind of there, you just can't see it. Okay, I'm going to use my gold in place of the tan for the long stripes. And then I'm going to use my metallic blue, which is probably going to be a bit too blue, but it'll work. And that's in place of this color. Okay, I'm just going to smear a bunch of stickles over him. That much should be good for now. If I need more, I'll grab more. I'm going to use a Q-tip to spread it around because that's just going to be the easiest way to do it. You're going to kind of want to work in a well-lit place. Just so you can see where they're going. If you go over anywhere that you don't want to go over, you can just flip your Q-tip around and clean that area off. Just trying to displace the stickles in like a somewhat even assortment. As long as there's not like really big patches of glitter, it'll look fine. Okay, got the stickles on the snowman. Now I'm just going to very carefully add the stickles to these bushes as well, or the snow on these bushes anyways. Snow going back now. I'm gonna add like a little bit of glitter to the snowballs. I'm not gonna glitter up the whole snowball. I'm just gonna add like little patches of glitter on each one. There. That's also a lot of stickles. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's real pretty though. It is real pretty. I think that's it. I will come back and just add in the snow after. I'm gonna let it sit for the night, I think. See if there's anything else I'm missing. And then I'll finish it tomorrow. Oh, I guess, yeah, because we're gonna need to put the snow flakes on the snowman and then outline the snow on the bush there. Those are the two standing out to me right now. I don't know if there's anything else we need to do, but yeah, I'm gonna let it sit for the night and then I will meet you back after work tomorrow to finish this off and then I can start editing, which will be awesome. All right, so I will see you back tomorrow. All right, I'm back. A couple days later than I had wanted, but life gets in the way. So let's see, we're just gonna add some additional white highlights. So I don't know if I went through and put like a white line on the inside of the line art on these little snowdrifts here. I think I might have forgot those. I can see I have them pretty much everywhere else. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, we were going to outline the snow on the bush. Bless you, Stitch. All right, I'm gonna add like a couple like little dots just here and there to add some extra interest, as if there's just like a little bit of snow built up here. Let me guess, you want out now, right? Yeah. I did kind of glance over this to see if there was anything else that I'm missing or uncolored, and if there is anything, if there is anything, then I haven't noticed it yet. I think everything looks good. I think I'm happy leaving it like this. Again, I do like the snowman a little bit more now. I won't lie to you. I'd actually be okay to leave it like this. It's still not my favorite, but I probably would outline the my pen doesn't want to work, but I would go through and outline this. Just all the snow on the snowman. I don't know why this pen doesn't want to work. There we go. Oh, and then I guess we had the snow spots as well. So let's just do that to see what it looks like, because I want this to look finished even though I myself am not done with it. Could also add like little dots on these buttons might be cute. Make them look more like actual like clothing buttons. But yeah, I will still be going in and painting him because I just think it would look better. And of course, I'll have a picture of both ways anyways, so. There. I think with that done, I'm just give it like a small highlight on the carrot part of his nose. I think with that, that's probably where I would leave it. I think I'm happy with that. I think he looks pretty cute. I didn't realize my mic was kind of in the way. Ignore that. So he actually looks pretty adorable. He's very colorful and out there, but he's very adorable. This whole page is just super cute. I love how it looks. I hope you guys do as well. I think I missed this spot here too. There's probably like little snowflakes everywhere that I might have missed because it's such a light color that you don't really notice it unless you're like specifically looking at that one spot. But yeah, I think this looks cute. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I hope you like your page. And if you did follow along with this color along, I would love to see it. You can use the hashtag #DreamInColorAlong. You can also just tag me specifically. You could send it to me, tag me in the Hannah Lynn group, just wherever. I would love to see your finished pages. But I think this is where we're going to leave it. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Just a small reminder that we won't have another color along until February. I'm not going to be recording a color along in December because it's too chaotic, so I won't have one for January. I should hopefully have some other stuff for you guys though. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.